If you love intense action, brotherhood, and a story that hits hard emotionally, then Bloodhounds is a must-watch. Set in a brutal world of loan sharks and corruption, this season follows two young boxers who get pulled into a dangerous fight for justice. What starts as survival quickly turns into a full-blown war. Let's break down the entire Season 1 episode by episode. Set during the COVID-19 era, the episode introduces Kim Geon-woo, a disciplined boxer who uses his skills to protect others. After stopping a disturbance on a bus, his kind nature is clear, but his life takes a darker turn when he discovers his mother is drowning in debt to ruthless loan sharks. Meanwhile, powerful lender Kim Myeong-gil manipulates struggling businessmen with predatory tactics. Geon-woo enters the boxing world more seriously and crosses paths with fellow boxer Hong Woo-jin, forming a bond. As danger looms, the episode sets up a gritty story of friendship, debt, and survival against a brutal financial underworld. The episode follows Geon-woo recovering from his brutal injuries, learning how deeply his mother has been trapped by a deceptive loan contract. Woo-jin discovers that the loan sharks manipulated the terms, leaving Geon-woo with no easy escape. Determined to help, Woo-jin explores risky options, even considering working under shady lenders. However, Geon-woo refuses to harm innocent people for money, showing his strong moral code. Their bond deepens as Woo-jin searches for a better solution. Meanwhile, loan shark Myeong-gil faces humiliation elsewhere, fueling his anger. The episode builds tension, highlighting friendship, sacrifice, and the dangerous world they're being pulled into. Geon-woo and Woo-jin jump into action to save a homeless man from violent thugs, calling an ambulance despite being told not to interfere. Their decision angers Hyunju as they unintentionally disrupt a larger operation. She scolds them harshly, but Woo-jin insists on explaining their intentions. Geon-woo stands firm, refusing to abandon his morals even if it costs them the job. Later, Hyunju begins to respect their integrity and gives them another chance. Meanwhile, deeper layers of the scam network start unfolding and Myeong-gil tightens his control, raising the stakes for everyone involved. The episode intensifies as Geon-woo and Woo-jin are ambushed by Myeong-gil's men, leading to a brutal fight where they protect each other at all costs. Hyunju joins in, helping them escape, but the situation worsens when Geon-woo's mother is targeted and kidnapped. Meanwhile, President Choi begins planning a counterattack, realizing the stakes are now life or death. A mysterious ally intervenes, saving Geon-woo's mother just in time. As tensions rise, the team narrowly escapes another dangerous chase involving money and gold, with enemies closing in fast. The episode raises the stakes, showing that their fight has officially turned into a deadly war. After barely escaping with their lives, Geon-woo, Woo-jin, and Hyunju regroup, shaken by the loss of money and the growing power of Myeong-gil's network. President Choi reveals his past mistakes, admitting he once trusted Myeong-gil, which allowed him to expand into a dangerous empire. Determined to fight back, the team begins preparing for a full-scale counterattack. They capture one of Myeong-gil's key men and brutally interrogate him for information, forcing Geon-woo and Woo-jin to witness the harsh realities of this war. As tensions rise, the episode highlights their transformation from fighters into men willing to confront violence to bring justice. The episode starts with Myeong-gil brutally torturing a man to extract information, showing how far he's willing to go to maintain control. Meanwhile, Geon-woo, Woo-jin, and their allies briefly relax, celebrating a small victory and dreaming of a peaceful future. However, danger is already closing in. As Myeong-gil tracks their operations and plans a major attack, the group realizes they are more exposed than ever. Tension builds as they prepare for the next move, unaware of the devastating events about to unfold. The episode shifts from hope to looming tragedy, setting up a brutal turning point in the story. After the devastating attack, Woo-jin is left critically injured, and Geon-woo desperately donates his blood to save his best friend. As he waits outside, grief hits hard with the loss of President Choi, while Hyunju disappears, blaming herself for everything. 6 months later, Geon-woo and Woo-jin recover in the countryside, training intensely under Mr. Oh. Though warned to stay out of the fight, they refuse to give up and vow revenge against Myeong-gil. Stronger and more determined than ever, they prepare for a final battle, marking a shift from survival to vengeance. In the finale, Geon-woo and Woo-jin launch their final mission to take down Myeong-gil, who is attempting to escape overseas with stolen gold. They track him to a ship and fight through his men in a brutal showdown. Geon-woo faces Myeong-gil one-on-one and defeats him, while Woo-jin handles his right-hand man. As Myeong-gil flees, he is finally arrested, ending his reign of terror. With the gold recovered, the duo honors President Choi's legacy by helping create a welfare foundation. In the end, Geon-woo reunites with his mother, closing their journey on an emotional and hopeful note. And that's Bloodhounds Season 1, a story packed with action, emotion, and one of the strongest friendships you'll see on screen. From struggling boxers to warriors fighting a corrupt system, Geon-woo and Woo-jin's journey is unforgettable. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, comment your favorite moment, and subscribe for more amazing breakdowns.